Hey guys, this is Full Stuffing Incorporated. Happy 4th of July to you people in America. Maybe some of you guys that still may enjoy the holiday outside of the country. But just wishing a happy holiday just in case. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this rant I'm about to have. And it's about Tier 0 formats. And I'm about to go over the pros real quick just because I can. And honestly, it's one of the few things I can actually mention that probably won't get bashed on. So yeah, let's go. One of the pros that it's very easy to side against. I mean, in diverse formats, it's very hard to arrange your side decks to take on the entire meta. Sometimes you may have too little, or you may have too much depending on the event you go to. I mean, in Europe, Paleozoics are rather popular, or Meadowfoes are popular in America. So it's not too much of a stretch to assume that siding against the entire meta was incredibly hard in a diverse format. And I'll probably get to that soon. I'll probably get to that in a bit, on the con section. But let's go on to, there are plenty of decks that can come out of nowhere in a Tier 0 format. I mean, not by plenty, there are some moments that can happen. Paleozoics were completely an underdog deck, but they won the entire event as no one expected that deck to be anywhere. Meadowfoes were blown out of the water to a degree without Zoo. And other decks like DDDs, ABCs, that kind of thing, they were completely power creeped. But they didn't expect Paleozoics to do as well as they did, and they actually won a couple of events. But it was a pretty short-lived time as they started meeting Deco Seca, maybe even siding it at times. Now, into the con section of this video, which I feel like I kind of need to address, is that they are very unfair and very boring over time. And what I mean by unfair is that for Zodiac, they can make one card plus 5s. It's that insane. And honestly, it's very boring to face, and they're very unfair at the same time. Either you're running a Zodiac engine in your deck, or you run card demise, or you lose. And it's very annoying to deal with that kind of format. Because it gets very boring very quickly, even if you side very well against them, like I did say in the pro section, you're expecting just the same things, even though you may be wrong on the variants. And I just feel like that in itself, the game's very boring when the format's going to be sticking this way for a couple of months. People complain about the Duelist Alliance format, but at least that one has some diversity, right? 5 different decks, so what? That's better than just 2 or 3 for the most part in this format. And these guys are shooting fireworks, it's so annoying. But, another thing is that it absolutely ruins diversity. Talking about Duelist Alliance again, at least they had enough varying factors for them to be a fun format. For any kind of player that likes any kind of summoning mechanic, whether if you like controls, the Tellarknights, Clayforts are for you. Quick aggression, think of something like Necroz, something like, let's say, Shadows. Those were very fun to face. But right now, all we have is Zoo, True Draco Zoo, Pure True Dracos, Zoo, you get the point. It's very annoying. And speaking of which, not other Tier 0 formats, they're not exempt from this either. Teledad, you played the deck or you lost. It was fun because you had different combos to go into, not just make same synchros dark armed. You actually have pretty varying combos. Sometimes people can brick, sometimes you have that kind of thing. But Zodiac is way too consistent for that. And honestly, it wasn't very fun when they had Royal Oppression either. But after that's taken care of, it was a pretty fun game afterwards. But still, it's nowhere near as bad as Pepe. Pepe only had their reign for as long as I remember 2 weeks before they got hit on the list. But still, the deck was very powerful. And Monarchs couldn't even graze the power that they had. And it's just incredible how powerful they were. And I'm still considering them the most powerful deck in the game ever. It may not be the most consistent deck ever that may just go to Zoo, but the deck itself is still very powerful. And it's still one of the most explosive decks, and its grind game is exceptional. So it's pretty much below any other deck in the meta game. And as for Zoo, it's a Tier 0 deck and a Tier 0 engine. Because it's completely blowing out the rest of the meta. It's insane. It's, wow. People thought card demise was bad, but even then the card didn't give the deck enough impact for card demise to be a real problem until now with True Kings and True Dracos. And another thing, Tier 0 formats, they completely ruin the fun which is supposed to be the purpose of a game. You're supposed to enjoy yourself, yet you see the same thing over and over and over. And I think it's nowhere near as bad as people in the WWE making Roman Reigns the same character for the same few years and may never change it. I mean, I know it's a random WWE example, but I just wanted to throw that in there. It's just so annoying having to see the same decks over and over. It's just boring. Facing the same decks, it's boring facing them over and over and over. And to people that say that complainers should just quit the game, I'll give you this. We actually invest in this game. We actually invest in getting better decks and more expensive decks as we go along with this game. And if you want to play competitively, try to invest wisely. But knowing that a deck's going to be hit hard because of how powerful a deck is, it doesn't make me want to invest in them. Considering that they can make a ban list at literally any time, gives me less reason to try to invest in these decks if I plan on winning an event. And another thing, bad card design, it's very annoying. I mean, Dragon Rules are poorly designed, Zodiac especially is poorly designed. Fire was not that poorly designed, it's that Luster Pendulum and other cards abused it pretty bad, like Wavering Eyes and Luster Pendulum. But still, it's just so annoying knowing that the format's as dull as it is. And I want to address one more thing. Link summoning does not fix this. It does not fix any of the problems that the game's currently facing right now. Because we still have Brilliant Fusion, we still get us pretty easy Link monsters. Gofu won't be hit until August, so the Link format's going to have a completely unstable start. And another thing is that Zodiac can easily make Mistress Radiance and continue on with their plays. Not to mention they can have more traps and more back row, and have more access to hand traps than any other deck right now. So, actually, it makes the problem even worse because other decks are going to be crapped on, but Zodiac has no problem. They have no problem adapting because of Lycanine being able to revive your monsters and make Link monsters out of them. ABCs may be a better deck to go into in Link format because, if you've seen some decks, they actually abuse the Link mechanic very well. But something like Zoo, they have no problem with this kind of thing. I mean, Lycanine is pretty much their own Sabretooth, but they Link summon with them. It's just the sheer insanity of what these decks can do, and how long they can last. True Draco is not hurt by Link whatsoever. Zoo, it probably gets better as we go along, and other decks just suffer. So I feel like that Tier 0 formats are the worst thing in the game. No matter how easy they may be against the side, it doesn't change the fact that they'll pretty much be everywhere, and you'll have near unsearchable outs if you try to deal with such issues. So yes, I feel like that Tier 0 formats, they are very bad for the game, and they don't even deserve to exist, but they do. Games have it all the time, something like Meta Knight and Super Smash Bros. Brawl, something along those lines. They become very powerful, and they only get better unless they do something about it. But they should do something about it now before Links come up, or Links will have a very unsteady start. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys like it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, join the Frightfur Army, and together we will beat the meta. And hopefully, you guys have a good 4th of July, if you guys are here in America, or any other Independence Day celebrations that other countries have. I do not know. But, I hope you guys have a good day, and talk to you guys next time.